All right, good morning. It's Michael Day with the Daily Merge, back with the 2-minute merge for October 30th. We had some delays this week, but we're all set now. We're upgraded to Windows 10, so powered by Windows 10. Also have a new audio setup, so hopefully that's a little bit better. And without further ado, we will get underway with today's stories. First up, we've got Paul Ryan has just been sworn in as Speaker of the House. That's third in command for the presidency, should something happen to President, Vice President. And obviously the main communicator to the American people for the United States House. He replaces John Boehner, who has served for quite some time now. And that's it. So that's the new face of the GOP, is Mr. Paul Ryan out of Wisconsin. I'm not his biggest fan, but he's well-spoken, so we'll see how that goes for the next few years. A South Carolina officer, you probably saw the tape this week of him detaining, if you want to call it that, a high school junior, a female, tossing her across the room. He has been fired. Now, this isn't the first time that he's had problems or complaints, so I'm sure that was a factor using the decision, but it certainly was a pretty distressing video to see a minor treated with such force who, although non-compliant, was not representing a physical threat. So good on them. I think that's certainly a good way to go. You can make the argument that she wasn't compliant, but she also wasn't violent. And no American citizen deserves to be tossed across the room like a rag doll simply for verbal non-compliance. So to be fair, you can still physically contact the student, but obviously that was a little overboard. All right, Bernie Sanders has come out and said that he would like to see marijuana removed from the Schedule 1 drugs, which are the most tightly controlled. Pretty smart move. I mean, it's one of those things where it would still not necessarily be legal on a federal level, but the penalties for it would be much less. It wouldn't fall in that same category as cocaine and heroin and the other hard drugs, if you will. And certainly marijuana, from a medical standpoint, does not present near the danger that most of those do. So that seems to make some sense, that maybe we could do that and agree that maybe if it shouldn't be legalized, at least the penalties should be lesser. And last but not least, my favorite story of the day, hacker group Anonymous is threatening to release the personal information for 1,000 KKK members. Now this makes me happy, because if you're going to be such a coward where you're going to have strongly held beliefs only when you're shrouded in secrecy by silly white linens, I guess you get what's coming to you. So, the other side of it is, obviously, I don't condone any threats or death threats or violence towards those 1,000 people, even if they are completely fucked up individuals who have the thought process that they do. And usually when we see the release of information, we do see these threats come out. But there's a middle ground. How about we expose them for being the ignorant assholes they are, and then not threaten them as a society. Just out them, if you will. That's the 2-minute merge for October 30th. Happy Halloween, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I am probably going to do something this weekend just to make up for lost time, but we'll be back on Monday with the 2-minute merge. The cutoff and the plunge will continue next week. Thanks for hanging out. We're all good now, I promise. This is a process. Once again, Michael Day, the Daily Merge. We'll see you next time.